Akim Baba is the spokesperson of Northern Elders Forum, and he's been interviewed and was asked a lot of questions. And but the bottom line is that he said Nigerians need well-prepared leaders, not someone like Buhari. Well-prepared leaders, not someone like Buhari. Hmm. Well, Nigeria clocked 62 on Saturday, October 1st, 2022. From your assessment, is the country where it ought to be? Of course not. At 62, this country is supposed to be run as one of the best countries in the world. We lost our way somewhere around the 1960s, and now, unfortunately, we lost a lot of opportunities and made wrong turns. As a result, the country has faced incredible damage that a lot of other countries may not have survived. We should be grateful to God that we have survived it. And we should be grateful to those patriots who still believe in the need to work for Nigeria's survival as one nation and its unity and economy. We must find a way to create hope among our young people. This is the most important task for any leader who wants to take over from the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired. We must have a leader who can inspire hope and confidence and a nation to work harder. We need one who can exploit our economic resources and build our values of honesty, hard work, and tolerance. These things are very critical. Nigeria has not had it too badly either. We have survived for over 100 years since amalgamation in 1914. So we have done well, but we can do a lot better. Also, what do you think may be responsible for the underdevelopment in the country? He said, I think the prolonged stay of the military stunted the growth and development of the democratic process that should have allowed the full expressions of Nigeria's potential. The military not just stunted the economy, it also allowed corruption, which has now come to be the centerpiece of all that we do. Power has become something that one buys, grabs, or steals. These things have combined to create poor leadership in the nation for the citizens of the state, frustrations and anger among the young and underdevelopment across communities. We haven't had good leadership since the late 1960s to date. It has been increasingly dwindling, and we are now at the point where we literally just yield power to persons who are completely equipped to govern. All they have to do is buy power irrespective of their credentials. Citizens have lost control. Nigerians run a democratic process where leaders are impoverishing the citizens. The class distinction between the ruling class and the poor is wide. The ruling class is not just Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, and Yoruba. It is everyone. They think alike and act alike. When they want power, they use us and dump us when they are done. That ruling class is exploiting our weakness and is becoming stronger. The Nigerian citizens have become weaker and weaker in terms of their ability to exercise some measure of influence and control over the democratic process. This is very, very sad. Can you just imagine that? Very sad. Unfortunately, that is the reality. That is the reality. Honestly, that is just the reality. It's unfortunate. The so-called leaders are ill-equipped. They buy, they do all manner of things. They steal. How can we be having older people who are stealing? Can you imagine such a thing? Can you imagine? It's just, just like there's no hope. Everything is just hopeless. Can you imagine? It's just really ridiculous. Have somebody like Buhari again, is going to be doom for Nigeria. You can't just imagine what could happen. You can't just imagine it. It's just so terribly, terribly, terribly bad. How do we survive this kind of a thing? So disastrous. We need an enlightened leadership that will visit the south and southeast with an open mind, discuss with the Niger Delta agitators, the indigenous people of Biafra, and everyone who feels aggrieved The same way they will also discuss with the bandits, Boko Haram and kidnappers. We have to find out if there are ways we can resolve this problem by talking with them. This country has to reduce its exposure to armed criminality. Mm, it's something else. Well, with what the ruling APC are trying to say to us, it is better Buhari continues his third term and maybe even fourth term. God forbid Buhari parole marks. God bless you, sir. Some people that have signed contracts with poverty and suffering will not obediently listen and vote obedati. You said the truth, but Umaru Musa Yar'Adua could have been example of good leader that Nigeria will ever have. Tinubu is far better than Buhari, but as far as I'm concerned, both APC and PDP are birds of the same feathers. So I go for Obi and Labour Party. Nigerians are united when it comes to destroying the country, looting public fund, nepotism, tribalism, kidnapping, insecurity, and so on, but divided when it comes to getting enough or getting Nigeria better, electing credible leaders, freedom of worship, respecting individuals. Well, Nigeria has for a long time been presided over by bad leaders and poor economic manners or managers who care only for themselves and their cronies as against the yearnings of the poor masses. The worst are their followers who selfishly drum up supports for these bad leaders that will obviously fall Nigerians again or fail Nigerians again because of their primordial and selfish considerations. That's so we see am. Tinubu, did you hear that? It simply means Buhari is even more prepared than you. He's stylishly talking about Atiku and Tinubu. Both have no elements to keep them structurally sound. He is getting the obedient weather too. Under this new dispensation, late President Yar'Adua is the best president Nigeria could have had if not for death, and so far is the best. Peter Obi is the answer from God. Truth be told, but someone wants to continue where he stops. God forbid bad thing. And who is well prepared amongst the 2023 presidential candidates? That's a good question. I think you should be able to do that. That's why everybody, you have to do the scrutiny. Nobody should do the scrutiny for you. Look them in and out and know who is the best. How can we progress when Akalis are made Chief Justice? You are right. We say no to Buhari Pro Max. APC is not even prepared for leadership, while PDP does not even have any good record. That is why Obi should be given the chance instead of these unscrupulous old cargoes. So guys, let's hear your own opinion.